65% of all startups fail due to partnership issues. And I know because I had 7 businesses in my life, and I'm 40 now, and only 2 of them actually really succeeded in the partnership. And a lot of my founder friends, they struggle with partnerships themselves. And so that's why I came up with a formula that explains why partnerships fail and succeed. In order for a partnership to work, every member needs to get a positive ROI, that is, a return on invest on whatever they bring into the partnership. And this is how the partnership formula looks like. Above the line, we have the tangible value that comes out of it, something like a salary or dividends or anything that the partnership produces. Then we have the now. How does the daily work look like? And then we have the future. What does this partnership bring to me in the future? And below the line, we have the inputs that every team member gives into the partnership. And this could be money or work, and it is opportunity cost. So, what is something a team member can do elsewhere with their time and efforts? And then we have the soft factors, for example, relationships. And now we're going to go into each of these points in detail. The first output of a partnership is tangible value. This could be the salary, dividends, or anything else that the partnership produces that a member can use for their own benefit. In my case, I had this situation in 2013 when I co-founded a software as a service for the relocation industry, which I had to exit after a year because it didn't produce enough value for me. Value in my case was a salary. I did not get a salary because the software as a service did not make it past product market fit. We did not have enough customers to pay for the founder salaries. And that was the point where I had to exit it. I call the next point N for now. This is when the daily work is not good enough, is when whatever sacrifice we're doing today is just too hard and it doesn't feel like it is going to be worthwhile our time. One example is a friend of mine who exited his partnership of a successful company that actually made good money for both of them. And he exited that because it just didn't feel like his work was appreciated. This usually happens when the co-founders are too distant in what they're doing. For example, one designer and one salesperson, or a designer and a developer, where maybe the developer thinks that his work is not appreciated in terms of the effort that he puts in, never reaches the light, never sees the customers, or the co-founder does not even appreciate what the developer is doing. I've seen this a couple of times in co-founder teams where one co-founder is non-technical and the other one is the developer, where the non-technical co-founder does not see all the work that goes into the software development. And the software developer becomes resentful for whatever effort they're putting in, does not really get appreciated from the sales side. And this is when also a partnership can break. The third point is F, future. This is when whatever payout comes out of a partnership is not coming today as intangible value as in T, but it comes in the future. For example, in terms of learning, you see this a lot in internships, where the intern works a lot without getting paid much, but the future payout is high because they're learning a valuable skill. If the future output is not there, let's say someone is not learning anymore, the value of the partnership quickly goes down. And under the line, we have MW, which is money or work. I had a partnership. We co-founded a software as a service in the e-learning space, and that was me on the technical side and a marketing co-founder on the sales side. And we both set out to put in $3,000. And what happened was that the software was more expensive than we initially thought. And I was footing the bill for the software. Once I asked him to pay more, to pay up so we get equal again, he said no. And I cannot blame him because I was the reason this was more complicated than we thought, because software development sometimes is like that. And then the partnership dissolved because he didn't want to put in more. And I had a bill which was quite high. And so we had to close it and say, we folded here because we cannot possibly invest more. The second thing under the line is O for opportunity cost. Everybody comes with opportunity cost. An example is a partnership where one partner has another family business, and then suddenly the family business needs attention. Something is growing, the family starts to build a lot of real estate, and they need the son to come work in the family business. That's when the opportunity cost for that co-founder gets so high that it just drags the whole formula. And lastly, we have S, which I use for the soft things. Something like location, freedom, relationships. Examples are a partner brings in their whole network in order to sell to their network. This is a huge value and that's not really tangible. Or someone decides to give up the location and join a company on the ground in an office, needs to relocate to another city. Those are things we give up where we cannot put a price tag on it, but it's still a cost for every co-founder. The thing with the ROI is that it can change over time. Let's say a partner starts working in a partnership here, and the ROI is as high as this. And as we saw before, these are, let's say, T and F on the upper side of the line, T and F. And so whatever they're getting out of it is comprised out of these three things. Tangible value. One example is, as I said before, what if the thing doesn't make money? Then suddenly this gets cut off and the value of the partnership for this member goes down. And now here's the thing. Every person has their red line, which they should not cross. So in this case, the red line is getting this value out of the partnership. And if this is not coming, then here at this point, the partnership dissolves. It doesn't make sense anymore for that member. I want to reflect again. Right now, I have two partnerships going on. One is a cash cow. It is high here and it is low here. And it really works out for every part. And the other partnership is a high stake startup, which is high here and high here. And it also works out for everybody. This formula has made sense for me across my life. I would like to know from you, how have your partnerships been? And what partnerships failures have you experienced? Please leave a comment below or send me an email. And if you like to build software with people together, watch these videos.